What's up everyone, Max Infamy here, and Trunks' new mysterious form that we've seen in the past Goku Black Zamasu arc finally has somewhat of an official name that we've finally been waiting on, and a slight kind of vague description as to how he may have unlocked this form, since it's, God Ki, and the last time we heard, God Ki had to be performed through a ritual, and then Whis training to even get the Super Saiyan Blue, but this guy Trunks somehow has this form that's able to compete with Rose, not as strong, or Trunks is not as strong as Pink Rose, but that's besides the point. The name, what is the name? Well, according to Dragon Ball Heroes, which is a very popular game over there in Japan, and I'm sure most of you know about it, so there's no need to describe it, has labeled the form as Super Saiyan Ikari, which roughly translates to Super Saiyan Rage or anger, something along the lines of that. You get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Super Saiyan Ikari or Super Saiyan Rage. Let me know in the comments below, which one of those are you going to use? Because I say that because Dragon Ball Heroes also introduced Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, which is still a term used in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, the game. Well, Xenoverse 2, obviously. But I don't think it's going to stay that way necessarily if they ever actually name the form in the manga or the anime. I don't think they're going to say, oh man, Trunks' Super Saiyan Rage form was incredible, because apparently in Legacy of Goku 2, when Gohan went Super Saiyan 2, it was called Super Saiyan Rage mode, but obviously we now use Super Saiyan 2 as a terminology for the form, so this is not going to stick more than likely. And if it does stick, I hope it sticks to where we don't actually pronounce the English version of the word, much like we still pronounce Kaioken, Kaioken or Kaioken instead of King Kai Fist, or instead of saying Demon Flash, we say Masenko still. I hope it stays Super Saiyan Ikari. I don't know, it sounds cooler to me than Super Saiyan Rage. I feel like that's just lazy, but not something that I'm gonna wet the bed over. Like Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, I thought was retarded, but I mean, if they do badass shit and the show is good and the anime is good, I'm not gonna really complain too much over a name. Super Saiyan Blue was kind of a better replacement, because I do feel like Blue should be called Super Saiyan God, and the base form should be called something else. I had an idea for it, but I forgot, and who cares, because we're talking about Trunks' brand new form, which the explanation for as how he achieved it is something that he quote unquote mutated into, rather than doing the ritual to obtain God Ki. And I still believe it is God Ki, because just like all other God Ki auras, it has a flame-like body and the white particles inside of the Ki floating around, while standard Saiyan Ki or mortal Ki is just like bioelectricity. The God Ki is more like a bio flame, so I still classify it as God Ki. Not to mention, he went head up with Super Saiyan Rose, so yeah, Goku Super Saiyan Rose, that is. But that's besides the point. He mutated into it, which was what I believe to be the true half-breed potential, rather than just, oh, I'm just stronger than everybody because I'm a half-breed, with not too much of an explanation. I believe that their rage boost also grants them a special power, which is what was in the description when Trunks first obtained this form on Dragon Ball Super, which you can watch on Crunchyroll. He was filled with rage or anger or fury. I think it was fury was the word that they used, and then obtained a new form that he quote unquote mutated into. And I like that, because maybe I'm thinking too far into it, but it reminds me of like American comics where there's mutants and freaks like that, and certain people are born with certain genetic gifts, being that Super Saiyan is a genetic technique that Saiyans can use. And now that there's a half-breed and rage boost, and they have this crazy hidden potential power, it only makes sense that maybe their version would be mutated, or some sort of, rage boost would mutate their God Ki, so that way they have the yellow and the blue aura, much like how some people have blue or green eyes. I think that's considered a mutation, or maybe I watch X-Men too much. Probably the latter, but it helps for my argument. Now, the name is fine and cool, but let's be honest. How many of you are sitting there looking dead at Gohan like, yeah, your turn, bitch. Omni Tournament, you better do this. I'm looking directly at Gohan. Now, the cool thing would be is if that form is still exclusive to Trunks. Not saying that, oh, maybe Gohan's form should get another name. Maybe it could have the same name, but a different pattern of the aura. Maybe the colors are different. Instead of blue and yellow, it would be, I don't know, blue and white. Something cool looking, just to separate it. But if it's no different as far as hair color and aura, I'm not going to complain at all. I just want to see Gohan get something. And I do believe he will have an exclusive form, which I'm currently recording a 3-part video series on predictions on the Omni Tournament, which I'm trying to get out before we get some real concrete clues, because I want to speculate, and then when things start releasing as the season starts in February 5th, I believe, I want to be able to piece shit together, see how close I came to my predictions just based off of what I think may or may not happen without context clues. But let me know what you think of the form, and what will you be calling it. I'll probably swap back and forth between Super Saiyan Ikari, or Super Saiyan Rage. If I have to say it in English, I'm gonna use Rage. I don't know. It sounds weird, but let me know in the comments below. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new for more videos on everything Dragon Ball Super, Xenoverse. We're gonna get things going back on this channel. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I will catch y'all in the next video.